It's Monday, December 24th, and it's Kids Takeover, strictly business.
Beautiful day, I'm feeling good. Gonna make some moves. No more sugar, no time to waste, got nothing to lose. Now it's time to move forward. All I can be. So glad to be free. 'Cause I know if I try, I ain't gonna lose stress. 'Cause I'm taking care of business. Strictly business.
We're gonna first start off by introducing ourselves. Hi, I'm Talia Elliott, founder of Talia More and author of Puppy Love.
Hi, I'm Yasir Price, and I play Fortnite, and I'm a soccer player.
Hi, I'm Ariana Franklin. I play basketball and I love to dance.
Hi, I'm Kamari Johnson, and I play basketball.
Hi, I'm Jordan Johnson, and I step and play softball.
Hi, my name is Talik Elliott. I'm a gamer, and I'm a music producer.
Now, since we introduced ourselves, we're gonna tell you guys what we want for Christmas. I want these, they're called LOL dolls, and they're just like smaller than Barbie dolls. And they're big and small people. And I also want this LOL doll house that goes with it.
So what I want for Christmas is a TV to go in my room and a $100 drone, so I could spy on people.
What I want for Christmas is Beats and Nike socks.
What I want for Christmas is a new phone and a new basketball.
There's only one thing I want for Christmas, and that's a phone. So, an iPhone. Just.
What I want for Christmas is an Xbox and clothes, because I would want an Xbox so I could play with my cousins, and I would want clothes because we all need clothes.
When we come back, we're gonna have a special interview. You don't wanna miss it. Welcome back. Now that we told you guys what we want for Christmas, we're going to talk about some cool things in the community.
So today we are interviewing Miss Rena Golden, the founder of the Avenue Black Box Theater. Welcome.
Thank you.
So we have a few questions. What is the key reason you felt moved to open the Avenue Black Box Theater?
Oh, wow. I really believed that the northeast quadrant of our city really deserve to have something really cool happening in the arts, especially performing arts, because I know how transformative that is for audiences and especially for young people. I've been working with a charter school in the northeast quadrant, and I built a black box theater in that charter school, and I still believed that the community really needed one that was situated in the community that everybody was welcome at. And so I decided to create the Avenue, because the Avenue is for everybody.
What has been the community response to this theater?
The community response is really what's keeping me going, because this is a lot of late nights and a lot of hard work. But because the community has been so supportive and, really pushing for this to happen in so many ways, like volunteers. We've had tons of volunteers that have done all kinds of things from painting, the floors and walls, to cleaning up drywall dust, and even putting up the walls that we needed to turn this place into a theater. And even staffing the different events that we've had have been totally volunteers. And so that's a big thing. A lot of people have donated their own personal money to making sure that we had the funds we need to create the free programming that we want to have for the youth here in our community. And so I really could not be more pleased with the community's response.
So what's next for the Avenue at Black Box Theater?
What's next for the Avenue? Oh my gosh, there's so many things that we have planned. Our youth events, our youth programs have kicked back up a notch. We took a very short hiatus to do a little bit more with our renovations there in the space. And when we come back, we have some really exciting programs. For example, the Avenue Children's Theater Project, which we shorten that to ACT, the ACT Project. And that's where all of our youth programs happen. So in the ACT Project, we have something for every age group. So when we come back after the winter break, we're going to have dance programs. We'll have our No Drama Club starting back up for our middle school age kids. We'll be putting on a new production. Our last production of the summer was The Watsons Go to Birmingham. Do you guys know that one? It was a book, and it turned into a movie and a play. So we put on the play. And next, I think we're going to go with Mostly Motown, which is a really exciting show, and the kids really love to perform it. We also have our STEM to Stage program coming back, and that's where you get a chance to sort of work behind the scenes, well, kind of like you guys are doing here now with producing your own show today. And so our production team will learn all of the different jobs in theater, and then they'll become like the crew and the creative team for putting together the production. So we're pretty excited about those things, as well as we have a couple of adult productions coming as well, and some new collaborations. We're a collaborative space, which means we really like to work together with different people to find out what are some things that they want to do and how can we help them make it happen in the arts.
What does your youth programs consist of?
So our youth programs are, we have something for every age group. And the real idea of it is using the arts and culture to just engage kids in a way that is meaningful to them, but also give you a chance to be a part of a team, a creative team. So kids can get involved in multiple ways. So if you're someone who really likes to be in the spotlight, then you probably want to actually audition and become an actor in the No Drama Club, for example. We also have a poetry program. It's a slam poetry program called Breathing Fire. And so if you're someone who likes to write and perform, then that's a good place for you to be, because you'll get a chance to, to work with writers and poets and coaches to make your poem like the best it can be to get on a stage and really just rock the stage. We also have a STEM program, but our STEM program is special because we really focus on the arts for our STEM. So even though sometimes you might think that you don't need like math and science and technology in the arts, and that is so not true, as you guys are probably even seeing in actually creating this show today, is that you really need the technology. You need some idea of how things work, right? So we call it STEM to Stage, and that's one for our 14 and up. But if someone is really, really interested in technology, really, really interested, and they think that they can hold their own, then maybe they decide to interview for a spot, maybe as a lighting technician or as a sound technician, or someone who actually wants to create the actual set. So they want to do the visual arts piece for that as well. So there's so many jobs in the theater. There's the performing jobs, but there's also the non-performing jobs. And a lot of times kids don't really think about the non-performing jobs. They just think theater's about drama. You know, performing arts is, okay, I have to get on the stage. Oh, wait, what if I'm not really comfortable with getting on the stage? Well, then you could be on the side of the stage or behind the stage or up in the AV loft, right? So there's so many different ways that you can get involved. And then, like I said, we also, because we are collaborators, we like to work together on things. I'm also looking for young people who are, maybe if you're older and you want to work with the little kids. So in our younger kids program, our cool kids program, sometimes the little kids, they need a little help with the things that they're doing. They may be working on a poem and they need help with the spelling on the poem. They may be working on memorizing their lines to something, so they need someone a little bit older to just help them, work with them, and help build their confidence. So those are other ways that you can get involved with the theater as a kid.
How did you come up with the name The Avenue Black Box Theater?
Oh, wow. So I had a lot of different names swirling around. I knew I wanted black box in it because I wanted to create a black box theater. It's a special kind of theater. It's like more intimate, usually a smaller theater, but even if it's not small, there's always the appearance of an intimacy in it. And it means that it's what we call mutable, which means that it can be transformed into anything with your imagination, even if you don't have a set, right? Because everything is just all black, which is really cool. So the idea of the avenue is because it's on Joseph Avenue, and that really felt right to me. The idea that the avenue is where everybody comes, and sometimes like culturally we shorten things down and we'll just be like the avenue or the Ave or something like that. I thought that would be a cool way to refer to the theater because it's kind of like saying you're coming to Joseph Avenue or the Ave or the Avenue, but you're really also talking about coming to this theater. So it would get people talking more, and I think it worked.
So what if somebody in my age group did not know what they wanted to do, but they wanted to join the Black Box Theater? How could you help them?
Oh, great question. So we have a number of different ways that you can get involved without necessarily committing right away. We did this over the summer for our first program. It really worked out really good that we started off just sort of dibbling and dabbling in all the different things in theater before it was time to audition and apply for any of the jobs. So that's something that I want to keep going. The idea that, for example, any of you could just come and get involved by just coming and hanging out, seeing what's going on. Maybe you decide in the beginning you're just going to be a volunteer. You just want to help. And you're like, okay, I'll take tickets at the door, or I'll be an usher to help people to their seats, or I'll work at the concession stand and sell waters or whatever, because I just want to see what's going on here and see what I want to do. And so, and that's happened with a lot of our youth, especially some of our youth who stayed on to become interns or fellows in the program. They really just, like they had a friend who told them to come with them, and that friend came or that cousin came, and they were like, okay, I'm getting the hang of this. I think I like it. And so at that point, they might just say to me, how do you get up in the booth? How do you get to work the lights or something like that? And I said, okay, well, let's have you shadow someone who already knows how to do the lights, which means you just watch them. You just go where they go, you watch them, you ask questions and those kind of things. So I think that's a great question, because I want everybody to know that you don't have to already know what you want to do. I've had actors that decided because they're also visual artists, they wanted to work on the set more than they wanted to audition for something. We've had folks who were, they thought they were going to be behind the scenes, and then they started off just kind of helping with the lines, helping someone with their lines, or standing in for another actor, and then they were like, you know what? think I might want to do a part. And then they jump in, and next thing you know, they're like one of the best actors on stage. So, so you never know. And you don't have to commit to just one thing either, because performing arts, theater, production, it's not just one thing. There's so many different things that you can do. You don't have to stick with just one of those things. Like me, I mean, I do poetry, spoken word. I'm a writer. I'm also an actor. I'm also a director. You know, sometimes I like to work with live bands, so that I don't consider myself a singer or anything, but I like to, let my spoken word, go to music sometimes. So you don't have to commit to just one thing at a time.
So how can people find out more about the Avenue Black Box Theater?
Oh, there's many ways. One is by joining our mailing list at avenuetheater.org. You have to spell it like the European way, so it's THEATRE.org. You can also follow us on Facebook or Instagram, and it's just Avenue Black Box. We're in social media, on all social media. We're just Avenue Black Box. Another way is by liking our Eventbrite page. So there's many ways, and you can just Google Avenue Black Box Theater.
Well, thank you for joining us today. It was great having you on the show.
Well, it was great being on the show. I didn't know I was going to have this much fun. This was awesome.
We'll be back.
Welcome to Strictly Gaming. Today we're talking about Fortnite and how Fortnite is changing a lot. They added a snow area, they added a desert. But today we're talking about how is the item shop better than the battle pass, or is the battle pass better than the item shop? In my point of view, I think the item shop is worse because for a decent skin is $20, but for the battle pass you get 7 skins for $10 plus a secret skin. And you get emotes and you get V-Bucks for the next battle pass or for the item shop. So, y'all want to talk about it?
Yeah. So, I personally believe that the item shop is better, only because the item shop has more of a variety of skins that you can get. Like the battle pass, all the skins are kind of not the same, but I mean like they're around the same area. But in the item shop, you can get anything. So yeah.
I think the battle pass is better than the item shop because if you buy everything in the item shop, then you're not gonna be able to buy anything else for like 3 hours. And with the battle pass, you can level up and get skins and V-Bucks.
Can't y'all like create your own like world on Fortnite now?
Yeah.
Wait, can like people like create it with you or like?
Yeah, people could create it with you. That's only if you have the battle pass.
How many people could create it?
15.
Y'all already started creating y'all world?
Yeah, my world is built already. I built it first.
What is it looking like?
So I got a whole bunch of houses and everything. In the middle, I got a big just a big like, not soccer stadium, but it's like kind of like how they have it at Pleasant Park, which is a place in Fortnite. And then I have like a garage to keep all my cars and planes in. Yeah.
You created it already?
Yeah, actually, me and Kyrie, we were playing yesterday, and we were doing like an elimination match. So we had 15 other people in a match. It was me, Yasir, and Kyrie, but we had 15 people in a match, and we were just fighting. So I put it on teams, and then we did free for all, and it was just fun. And I created a map, and then we just started fighting.
So what do you think about the new places in Fortnite?
I think the Fortnite map is starting to get overwhelming because there's now winter that's taking up half of the map, and then there's desert almost taking up half of the map. So then there's just half green, half winter, half desert, and it's It's too much.
The most overwhelming part about it is mostly the winter part because like it's so heavily populated, so it's hard to like go there and survive a whole match and get a dub, which everybody wants to get. I mean, unless you're trash.
Yeah, pretty much.
You guys don't think it's getting boring now, like Fortnite? Y'all not?
Yeah, I think Fortnite's never gonna get boring. It's just, I think a game is just gonna take its place. Just like Minecraft. Minecraft was one of the top games, but then Fortnite came and then brought it down a few levels. So that's what I think is gonna happen.
Minecraft just got mad. I know. I mean,
victory. Everybody's posting that and stuff.
Right. I mean, there's still some people that play it, but like,
Not still shit on any of them. Minecraft is okay.
Minecraft is.
but I mean, that's how some people feel about Fortnite now. Like, it's like you just, it's mad
Call of Duty
overrated.
came out and now.
Call of Duty will never be overrated.
No.
Yeah, Call of Duty will always be the
Well, I mean, I personally think I'm the best Call of Duty player in this room.
Not in zombies. No.
I don't know, Jordan. I don't know.
That's
Yikes.
crazy.
Thank you for listening to us talk about games, strictly gaming. We'll be right back.
Thank you for joining the Kids Takeover Strictly Business.
I think it's time to let our parents back in.
See you next time. Happy holidays.